So today is October 10th, 2018. It has been another week. Where am I this week and what am I doing? Well, it's just been I'm just a mess. I'm a terrible, terrible mess. So, um I feel like I'm not doing well in my classes, but like objectively by every measure, I seem to be doing okay. At least I don't have any failing grades yet. But that's partly because one of the professors doesn't really want, he doesn't have firm due dates, which means his work is piling up a little bit. But I am making progress. I've been studying that class very hard for the past week. That's been my priority. And I seem to be making progress. I've figured out a little bit where my problems are and what it is that I don't know. Long story short, it's the what are called boundary conditions. So my problem seems to be not recognizing boundary conditions and not quite being able to figure out what they are or should be from the problem that I'm given. But with more practice and seeing more problems, I seem to be doing better. Some of the solutions and example problems that the professor has given us don't necessarily explain why they have the boundary conditions that they have, but they have boundary conditions, and I'm just trying to understand them. So, I also had fall break this past weekend, so I did take the opportunity to have some fun with that. I did go down to campus on Friday. I'm normally working on WinPro on Fridays now, and that seems to be working out fairly well. I figured out how to do everything the professor had asked me to do on WinPro, so Dr. Callie sounded happy, and he just needs to give me some more stuff to do. I I've been studying. I seem to be doing okay on my research. I think that seems to be coming along okay. At least that professor's not too mad at me. Although he did ask me to send him a summary of everything I had been working on since the beginning of August, more or less. So I sent him a report. It's been about 2 months, and in that time, I felt like I had done a lot of different work. So hopefully, he is content. I also, since I was on campus on Friday, I finally found and went to the board game club. I tried to go there last week, but I wasn't able to find them. But I found them this week. I think I was a little more persistent this week. And I had a reasonably good time. I played 2 or 3 different games. Some of those games were kind of bad, and some of them were reasonably fun. I got in on a one-shot RPG event that somebody was doing. It was kind of a sci-fi game that was loosely themed on the way D&D works. So it was a homebrew RPG system, but it worked fairly well and I had a good time. I was having trouble with character concepts, so I basically was like fishing around and I had Miku on my desktop and I was like, I'll just be a Miku like character because I need a character concept and I'm stumped. So I wound up being basically a bard, kind of a support class, lots of support skills, some defense, lots of charisma OP. Wow. Uh, anyway, so I had a very likable, friendly kind of character, and then we were in a prison asteroid, and I was a performer, which worked out better than it sounds like it should because everyone liked me and It turns out the same skills that you use for riling up a crowd and being a lead singer are the same skills that you use to start a prison riot. So it worked out really well and it was fun. I actually bypassed the entire final boss fight with a couple of well placed words. Why did you scan us? We weren't expecting to see you there, and we were just making sure you're friendlies. Roll. I got a natural 20! We're free! So that was a lot of fun, and that was very good for my psyche and my soul because I've been just so addled and scatterbrained and just unhappy and in a very deep and dissatisfied kind of way. I've been lonely and just a lot of other kind of almost personal problems, but I think I'm doing better now after, making some new friends and having a good time. And the worst of it is just that I didn't really end up deviating from my character concept at all. So I was more or less a singing robot android. But it's okay. I had fun, and that was the goal. But I mentioned I've been studying my advanced fluids. That's really been my focus. I keep making excuses for why I'm not getting more done, but I really need to stop doing that because, yes, I was sick. Yes, there was a hurricane. Yes, the whole state was underwater, but I really, really, really need to learn this stuff. I need to have it all under control. All of the drama with the recent presidential and political nomination and Supreme Court justice stuff has not done my psyche any good either. I'm increasingly trying to avoid all Facebook just because it's not good for me. Every time I get on there, I end up addled and angry and upset, and that doesn't work for me. I can't live like that. So I'm basically just slowly cutting Facebook out of my life. If it weren't my primary means of communication and contact with people, I would literally just drop it. But right now it still serves as that social conduit, so I haven't gotten rid of it yet. I'm working on it though. Looking ahead, I think I'm going to continue going to the gaming club even though it's on Friday, and with me going down for WinPro each Friday, now I'm on campus. So my main reason for not going is null and void. So I'm planning to continue going. Maybe that will help me keep my head on straight and make some new friends. And this Saturday, I'm supposed to go hiking with a couple of friends, Olga and my friend Sarah. So maybe, well, anyway, I'm supposed to go hiking with some friends. And I've been trying to hang out with Olga for a while, so maybe that'll work out okay. Still having trouble getting my videos edited, so I'm going to have to throw a whole bunch of them up at once and just start doing things once I finally figure out a program that will let me edit them. I have several, I just have to find them on my computer, which also broke.